Everything get on my damn nerves. Everything get on my damn nerves.
Yo, what's up? I am Omega, and this is Diverse Clarity. This is where we have those thought-provoking conversations about things that matter and some that don't. And to my immediate left, I got my man Kingsley, and across the couch, I got my boy Mel. What's good, fellas?
All is well.
Yeah. You was a little slow coming in.
Right.
Oh, why you trying to look all cool?
I'm vibing right now. I'm vibing.
Oh, that's what's up. What up, dog?
Hey, I think I think he thinks that KFC is watching.
Oh man,
we moved on from that, dog. We moved on. Yeah,
he's never said it like that before. Yo,
he at Popeyes now.
Oh, what'd you see at Popeyes?
No, I'm just bored. I ain't see that. I just funny. KFC.
Oh, okay.
Who got that?
Who got the chicken sandwich? I'm so mad we be saying the same thing all the time, man. But yo, what's good, man? How's your week been? What's up?
My week was good, man. It was short. It was short because of the national holiday, so didn't have to go to work the last couple of days. So I've been chilling, working on music, working on this last album. It's a wrap. It's the last one.
That's what it's called? It's a rap?
No.
Oh, I thought it was like a play on words and slightly a Christmas album or something like that.
Is it a rap?
Let it snow. I do want to do a Christmas song though. I really do, but I ain't
really.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what's up. That'd have been dope.
Get LeVar Burton over there.
LeVar is how you do me. LeVar Burton. I'm LeVar Burton.
Reading Rainbow.
Actually, well, I ain't gonna say that.
What? Go ahead.
I actually got a Reading Rainbow song on the second to last album. I did Reading Rainbow remix.
Really?
Reading Rainbow remix.
Yeah, it's really going viral.
I'm gonna check it out.
Bring it to the cast. Bring it to the studio. We're gonna play it. We're gonna play it on there.
Yeah,
we're gonna play it on there.
Most definitely.
Oh man, yeah. But yeah, I did that. So
that's what's up.
It's going viral on TikTok, and a lot of people like it. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't even have TikTok.
Yeah.
Wait, your song is going viral on TikTok?
I have a couple songs going viral on TikTok.
Viral on TikTok meaning what?
A lot of people are using it.
Okay, but
a lot of people added it on their recordings and stuff.
Like what? It's got like so many views, or you've picked up followers and all this from
views. More so views, not followers.
How many views? Come on, you know you got you. If you know it's viral, you know.
No, because it's all there's different TikToks for different countries. So every month I get the report.
So round about 100,000.
Nah, probably less than that. Less than
100,000. That's considered viral.
For me, shit. Hell yeah.
You about to make me curse on this thing.
What you mean?
For me, shit. 5 people use that shit. I'll be like,
I'm about to get in my daddy mood.
Man, listen.
What you mean? You better come on in.
What the? Wait, hold up. I just want to clarify what viral means.
Right.
Maybe I don't know.
Because I was thinking the same definition. You was thinking
that's viral. Okay. I'm like, this is we need to put this into the show.
Mix,
I'll push it on my Instagram. Like, we need to, if it's viral.
Yeah, why you ain't saying nothing? We could have been put. I don't got a TikTok, but you know.
I honestly don't know how they found me. Like, every time I go and do the report, it's like, TikTok this country, you have 50 something, 100 something, like they're really.
They dancing to it or whatever. They got like a moves to it.
The only stats I can see is the US TikTok. So when I go on a US TikTok, I put my name in. I can see everyone who's used my sound.
Really?
Yeah. So I mean,
do you have people that's dancing to it? Oh, you don't know. Can you go to the?
Yeah, I can see the videos that they attach the song to. So they're not dancing now. They just kind of doing their own little thing on it and stuff like that.
Wait, let's go. Wait, hold up. Hold up. Hold up. I need to understand what viral means, because I thought that viral meant like there's
the universal viral.
Yeah, you're trending. You're trending on Twitter. Like Jimmy Kimmel's talking about you on, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I hear viral, like, I'm thinking Kingsley is trending this week.
But couldn't that be a relative thing? Like, if I've never gotten more than 5 views, but then I'm on 50. Can that not be viral for me?
That's not viral.
No,
that's 50 views. That's what that is. That's not viral.
No, that's not viral.
No, not to. I'm just.
No, I get you.
But I'm just saying. But like
It's
viral,
not by viral definition.
Yeah.
That's Kingsley viral.
But
viral.
I think so.
What is viral?
Okay,
mean?
do you have 1,000? Is that 1,000 at least?
I have to add it all up because remember I'm getting reports from the different TikTok countries. So
Right.
the only one I can see is the US one.
Okay,
Right.
but this has to be something that, I mean, you make music, so this has to be something that you're like appreciative of and you paying attention to. Obviously,
Right.
You know, right?
Right.
So like you would know, or you would have an idea of like, okay, well, over the last 2 weeks, I've seen the reports accumulate approximately 50,000 or 25,000. No,
Yeah,
I'm not trying to be.
I'm not on that.
And you had
Oh,
like, okay, that's what I was saying. Like 2,000? Okay, 200.
Stop. 200, yes. I'm up in
No, I'm trying to get a good number so I know what he meant by viral. Okay,
It
cool.
feels like we clowning him.
No, I'm not clowning. No, I'm trying to get a definition of what you meant by
Yeah, so-
viral. So
but
you
yeah,
went
for
from
real,
like
that's
1 to like 200.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's gaining traction.
It's gaining traction.
That's
Okay.
that's a good phrase.
A lot of,
There we
like
go.
I said, but like I really want to know what songs are gaining traction and stuff in the different countries, the TikTok,
Right.
and the YouTubes and all that stuff. So
Yeah,
Right,
but let's remove viral though. From
Yeah.
because
Because you confused the hell out of me. I was like,
seriously,
what?
like I was about to get excited.
you about to get my number out the tell.
No, I was about to be mad. dog. I was
about to
literally
get
gonna be
excited.
mad. I was
about
gonna
to
be
say-
excited, but
I was
also
like-
pissed because you ain't said nothing because we
Right.
could have been helping
Exactly.
promote it.
That's
but
what I was-
we still can, but you
But
gotta
why
let
not
us
be
know.
excited for 200?
I'm still excited for. I'm excited for 200 because I know what it is. But
Got
you
you.
said viral. Viral in social media world means something different than 200.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a
And
set number, like maybe 100K.
I don't know the number, but
Okay.
I like it's if I go to my feed, I should be able to see you somewhere within the next
That'd be
so
great,
minutes.
man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or if I search, it should be somewhere around there.
Okay. Well, that's my week.
That's what I feel like I feel like I want to start this episode over because I feel like
bamboozled. You've been laid
I feel because
hoodwinked.
because we love and we support you, and I feel
Appreciate
like
that, man.
I feel like
Appreciate
this that of course, and I feel like just that misunderstanding of what viral was. I feel like we coming at you,
Yeah,
and that's not the
that's
way.
not. Yeah, because we brothers, and you know. What
Yeah,
I'm saying?
that's not the way. But it caught me by surprise, and then when I'm like, dang, you went viral. Okay, what 100,000, and you're like,
Now,
no.
mind you, I only get the stats for a particular stream, so I still don't have I don't get the stats for all the other streams, like I'm not gonna shout them out, but like there's other streams, but there's one stream that I get all the stats for.
Yeah,
It's a fruit.
that's dope, though.
So, but then I don't know I don't know the stats for the other streams. But so when my distributor sends me the monthly stuff, I just see TikTok, Japan, TikTok. I don't even know the abbreviations for the other TikTok, but I'm like, dang, all these people. I don't know what songs it is. So, yeah.
okay,
That's what's up, though.
Mel.
Your week?
Yeah, I was supposed to come after that. I was supposed to come after that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No, man. We weren't clowning. We was really trying to gain the understanding.
But I was real world like disappointed. Like for real, because I was just like, I was like, how you didn't say nothing? We didn't know about this. And then I'm throwing out a number, and you're like, oh yeah, not that. And I'm like, yeah, I don't think that's viral. I don't know what that is. But gaining traction. I think gaining traction is very good. It's a nice catchphrase that annotates what it is.
Yeah, because I definitely didn't know. I just thought I knew you had your songs on Apple. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I incorporated into my studying time with it.
Really?
Yeah, man, I like it. You know, because you remember I told you I do when I'm working on something, you have concentration music.
Yeah.
And so it's dope for concentration
man,
music.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. But that's all I've been doing, man. Working on music, trying to finalize this thing. You know.
Yeah, I like the instrumentals. We gotta connect because I got a song that
I know where y'all can connect.
Right here in the studio.
Miancore production. Y'all can get into the booth.
For sure.
Which is the plan next week.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah.
So that is the plan. We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
That's the plan next week. So
I got I just let him listen to it earlier, but definitely. But yeah, so this week I really been my creative juices been running, and so I finished another song. So I've been doing that. So it's kind of been I've been stuck with. I have 3 in my head, and so I started the 3, but 2 of them I can't get. Well, one I can't get right. One I completed. The second one is in the middle. So I'm trying to cut and see like how it flows. So and so I kind of that's what I've been working on. And then plus, short week.
What about the nursery rounds that you were doing for the kid? Like, can I?
Yes, it's already out anyway.
Sorry.
Shit.
Sorry.
No, so yeah, so
that was supposed to be underground.
Yeah, it was, but yeah, so it's all of it's the same. So that's all I've been working on, and so I got a good hot, maybe 15, 20, and so
Dang, that's what's up.
And so I'm working on. So I did. They all vary, and so I have different genres, but it all resonates with, what is it? Biopic, something like that.
Okay, I got you.
And so the last one I did, it kind of had like a funk, rock and roll funk sound to it. So it's been cool.
Man, I gotta check it out, man.
Yeah,
I need to check it out for real.
Like I just kind of get in this creative mode. Like it goes up, and once it's up, I kind of just flow with it.
That's what I be on.
And then then it dips, and when it dips, I don't try to force it, but sometimes I kind of just. I look for inspiration in other things. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so today I was listening to something on his doorbell. and something else clicked. I was like, I'm gonna roll with this. I like it. I try to you only get to press it one time.
He came to the crib walking. What they call it? The California crib walking. He was in there.
Nah. I heard the doorbell. I was like, okay.
So you made a sound off of that?
I just heard it. I just like, okay. It made my joke.
The creative juices start flowing.
Yeah. But sometimes I have beats that it'll come to me, and then other times I'll just have a song, and so it didn't just be something I'm doing with my kids. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, or sometimes, and a lot of times my kids will come up with something just from just being there, and they'll start a song. I'm like, that's dope. Keep going. And then I'll throw a nursery rhyme lyric to it, and they be like, yeah, and they roll with it. And so then once I have that, then I just create a beat for it.
Dang. That's how they do it.
Yo, what's up? I'm OMEHGA.
No, I was getting to you. I was getting to you. I swear.
No, I'm not getting to me. I'm figuring I got to reintroduce y'all or whatever. I know this is Dr. Seuss over here, and I'm still trying to figure out what the heck I'm gonna call.
Nah, but yeah, how was your week?
Me, man. As many people know that follow the show, we do pre-recording. So this episode is going to air much later, but we're currently in the time of the holidays, and my girl wanted to decorate the place, so we went to the mall and we were getting stuff, and I just learned or reminded of the fact that I don't like being in crowds, and I hate the fact that people don't know the true meaning of personal space. That's it. That's my way.
That's one of the reasons why I don't go out a lot out here.
I can't stand it, bro. And like they stand in line, they're near you, like
breathing on your neck.
The escalator. Why you got to be on the step right behind me? Yeah. Why? Like what is that about?
Because right before I get on the escalator, I always kind of just wait a couple, like 3 seconds, right? 4 seconds, and then I get on there.
There's no escalator courtesies out there. I don't there should be an etiquette for like escalator taking. You know what I mean? Like
you need to take a class for it.
For real, it's coming. Just give it a count to 3.
They need to have someone
count to 3 Mississippis.
They need to have someone at the entrance of the escalator.
3 Mississippi, take a step.
No,
just pause like a doorman, like a door escalator.
Yeah, they're gonna need someone there to just be like, okay,
escalator
stop.
Man.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, they was doing that at the beginning of COVID, right?
Yeah.
They was like,
really?
Yeah, bro. You don't remember when people were standing outside of grocery stores?
No.
Yeah,
and
they had
security would be standing outside
vest.
the grocery stores, and they would like stop you. And then when because you could only have so many in at a time.
Yeah.
So it was like lines outside of grocery stores and all this stuff or whatever.
Oh,
This is when we were still wearing gloves. to go into wherever we was going to.
Right.
Or you had to take the gloves once you went in, right, to go in and do the shopping and stuff.
Man, you know what I used?
I ain't go out that time.
What's that?
I'm just frugal, so instead of buying like the little disposable gloves, I would take like the little like the dishwasher gloves.
This dude.
I would take them with me, go to the grocery store, turn them inside out, throw them in the wash machine, and
This dude
and use them again.
Walking through like
June out of all the videos that I've seen about how people reacted to the shutdown, I've never seen dishwashing gloves being used anywhere. So that's a first.
Like I use them.
You talking about the big yellow ones, right?
Yeah.
Nah, they got different colors. So I just got the blue boys.
But they still long.
Yeah, they like here. I rolled them up.
Like
I worked out in them too.
You better go work in the lab.
I used them to go work out too.
Ooh, I bet your hands was stinking.
Nah.
Ooh, yeah.
They were sweating.
Yeah.
Really? The dishwashing gloves? The
Yeah, the latex
nasty.
boys, rubber boys.
I've never seen that.
That's nasty.
As many
Man.
viral videos I've seen about people, like I've never seen anyone use
I wish somebody would take a picture. Nah, but
they don't do that here. So.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
Right.
So for me, man, I just figured like that. I just was reminded of a bunch of stuff that I just didn't like being in the mall.
What day did you go?
I don't know. A crowded day.
Friday mornings are the best times to go out.
Yeah,
no one's out there.
That's how I usually handle
Yeah,
business.
yeah.
Grocery
Yes, I am.
store, otherwise. Friday morning, Saturday morning,
Mornings.
mornings, right? But it wasn't that bad. We've done it twice, I think, over the last week or so or whatever. But in both times, just because of things we had going on, we weren't able to get there until like the early afternoon or late. I don't know what here is just different, man. I think it was late afternoon, like maybe 3-4 o'clock. But surprisingly, it wasn't that bad. We were able to park. It was no real issues or whatever.
Yeah.
But still, regardless of how many people, it's just when you take that escalator, man. And then people don't wash. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd be like, first you're gonna invade my personal space, and then you ain't gonna wash your ass.
Right.
Like that's what we doing. So
It annoyed you. It got you to a point.
but I can't be the only one. I know y'all gotta have
you know what irritates me sometimes? You know how I think there should be crossing courtesy. Like if you're walking this way, somebody walking that way. If if you're ahead, I'm gonna slow down so that way you can keep going so it don't impede your, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But some people, they're just walking, they be like,
Yeah, they be playing chicken.
yeah,
They be like, you gonna
they be
stop.
so close. Like they in your personal
Yeah.
space as they cross or in front of you, be like, duh.
Or the ones that when they're walking and you're standing still and they walk around you, why they gotta walk so close to where their arm almost touch you? You know what I'm saying? Like I'll be the one to put my elbow out right at the last minute. Oh, my bad. I didn't see you almost run into me. Like I'm standing still. What are we doing here? Like for real.
I don't know, man. Y'all talking about annoyances with other people. Most of my annoyances come from like significant others. I probably would be
Really?
dating.
What's a good one? I got a good one.
Most of my annoyances come from conversations. Like if I'm on the phone with her and stuff like that, and she's whistling and you got people in the background talk. She's holding a conversation in the background, like
she talking to you. You be like, yeah.
Wait, hold
but
on.
she's talking to me. But then she got other people in the back.
Pause. You can't just say that. Hang on, wait.
What happened?
You talking to somebody on the phone and they whistling?
Well, just in the midst of like probably there's a quiet space, or we're just vibing and stuff like that. She'll start whistling and stuff.
What?
What they whistling
man from Mayberry? I don't understand.
Just whistling, maybe whistling a tune or
Like what kind of tune? What tune have they whistled that pisses you off?
Where's your motherfucker whistle in my ear while we on the
What's
phone?
he doing? Like
It's an
whistle,
annoyance, man.
like Too Short, blow the whistle type,
no,
or
no,
like
no.
what's my favorite word?
whistling the actual tune that she may have in her mind and stuff like
Like
that.
what? Okay.
How does the conversation go?
Yeah, like I want to know. Like you're on the phone, and you talking.
Real talk.
Yeah, for real. Like, how the conversation go?
You
I
in
wanna
there
know.
like, yeah,
How does-
baby, yeah, how you doing? You sleepy?
No.
Oh, that's how he starts off the show. That's how he starts off the show. I know that voice. Kingsley at the beginning of Diverse Clarity, right? Survey
How
says.
you doing? Yeah, it's Kingsley. Yeah,
Man,
got
y'all
my
tripping,
got my
man.
braids
See?
going tonight.
See?
Yeah, tripping, man. But no,
Destroy jacket and everything.
I mean, we just just chilling. We just talking.
But I'm saying,
there's
like,
no
but
deep
what
conversation.
happened?
There's no
Like, how-
intimate moment.
No, no,
We're
no.
just
How does it happen? You're on the phone and then she started whistling. What transpired to make her start whistling?
it's just a vibe. It's just
Then you vibing that much, you just start, shit.
Maybe there's a quiet spot in the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Or
That's not a vibe. That's called an awkward silence.
no.
That's not a vibe.
No,
Most of the time,
they're
it's-
vibing, and it's that mood is like so set that she just get a tune in her head and she start whistling.
Yeah, honestly,
So-
it's really like that.
So I want to know what kind of tune. What tune?
It could be. It
I
could.
still don't understand.
Was it like before I let go? Like what is like what goes in her head? Said I heard somebody say.
I cannot.
Like what is she whistling?
I
Dog? Like you
cannot
gotta tell me.
explain it. I really can't. It's
She
just.
the
just-
temptation shit. Like I'm like, what could?
Bro, I don't know.
What
It's
vibe
just-
is that? What is you vibing on? Because I ain't never had that. Like I'm cold, but I'm like, dang, well you cold, and she's like, oh man, this
It's
is
no
my-
different. It's no different than when we do our pre-recordings and we're doing our mic checks.
Yeah.
And you'll just come out and be like, doop, 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 doop. And I just, it's no
Well, you ain't
different.
gonna have me out here like I'm retarded. I be saying real songs, clown. Like got me out here. Like you got me out here like
That was an example.
No,
That was
that's
an
a bad example. You got me out here like I'm like, which way did he go? Which way did he go?
Why he got you sounding like Blue from the Temptation? Like Pecos Kid.
Bang.
Pecos
Oh,
Kid.
God.
Bang.
Hey, Pecos Kid.
Bang, 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 bang.
We ain't going on drive-bys.
Come on, oh, you're not just gonna charge him a 50-cent fine.
I come and see you, Otis.
Oh my God, man.
Yo, I ain't never.
I honestly don't like that.
It wouldn't be on my list, but I'm for sure gonna add it to any list in the future.
Yeah.
Like, chick, don't be whistling on the phone.
I wish
while
you.
I'm-
Dog,
And
no,
call it
you gotta
vibing.
try. You gotta.
I'm not trying,
You not
no.
vibing hard enough. Clearly.
Evidently.
Evidently. That's what I'm trying to say. Like
Evidently.
what? That's what I'm trying to like. It's like a. What kind of tune is it? It's like a smooth melody, or is she like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like that.
He's stupid.
We dropping it down for the
I can't
Okay,
Nah.
look, hold up. On the calls then, how about this? How about before the call even come? I don't like it when people be talking about like you get a phone call and it's a missed call. They didn't hung up because they expect you to call back because they ain't got no minutes. That I can't stand. You know what I'm talking about?
They still do that?
Bruh.
Nah,
Yeah, everybody got free minutes though.
you ain't got no minutes. I can't fuck with you.
Over here where we are?
Yeah.
We're not talking about the US where you can pay $25,
I did that to you.
$35.
I did
Yeah,
that to
you
you
talking
once.
about
I was like,
here.
yo, just call me back because I don't have any more time on my phone.
You did that to me?
Yeah.
What's
No,
the-
we
I don't have no
was
time.
talking and they cut your. They cut
that's
your.
what he said.
No.
Wait,
That's
wait,
different.
wait.
We were talking and they just cut the power. We were like, yeah, man. And I was about to start whistling and then the phone cut off. That's what happened.
Wait.
I was like,
Wait.
oh, we vibing. Hello.
Hello? Wait. You know? Wait, no, hold on. Let's rewind
Kingsley.
that. Let's rewind
Man,
it.
I was about to whistle this new track
You
I was
didn't catch
working on.
it. You did not catch
What is
it.
that?
He said, "No, that ain't me. He cut off because I ain't had no time."
Because you add money,
exactly
you add money to it, you add
That's
time
exactly
to
what
it.
happened. That's exactly what happened.
Hey, that means you ain't got no minutes.
I ran out of time.
Do you hear that? When they're speaking that Arabic on Maglub, I'm like, oh.
Here you go. Here you go.
That's it. It's done. It's
Oh,
Here you go.
gosh.
But I'm talking about the missed calls though. Like your phone ring, right? For example, if you take a taxi,
Yeah.
right, and then you whatever the taxi arrive or whatever, they will miss call you,
Yeah, so you can call back.
so you can call back.
'Cause they
I
don't have
can't.
no- yeah.
I can't stand
Really?
it,
Yeah, they do that.
bro. That's what they do.
I thought it was just. This is understood. I just always call back. What's up? Well, how close are you?
Nah, I'm not calling back. You got a job. Like they need to supply you with the minutes to do your job. RTA is making a lot of money, or whatever the other one is. They making a lot of money. They can
Yeah.
give them some minutes to be able to call. To
It's
be
not
able to say,
happening.
A lot of them be, yeah. a
but
lot
I
of them
do.
be
I
scarce
feel
of the
bad for them because I'm like, I feel like they're using their own phone, their own
Yeah.
minutes.
They don't have enough. Yeah.
But it don't matter. I've had it happen with regular, everyday people, and they would
Yeah.
just call you. I don't like it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I don't get annoyed by that.
Really?
No, I don't. I think the most annoying thing I've grown in this situation.
It's about to be for real. It's about to be serious.
But the thing that annoyed me the most was like just going back to what he said, like on a significant other, like bare feet. Like I'm not a feet person at all. I hate when I say I hate feet, like I hate feet. And dog, you don't really get it, understand. Like I hate feet.
That.
Like back in the day, like I would date a girl or whatever. She had to keep her socks on. Like I hate bare feet, bro. Like I met my wife.
How she can't be comfortable though?
Why you can't be comfortable in socks?
But what if she feel more comfortable with let it air out? Cause you keep socks on all the time, it's gonna start to stink. You know what I'm saying? Like,
wash your feet, put your socks on. Like it's cool.
Yeah, but it'll.
I just didn't like bare feet, man. That's like it was a turn off for me.
What if they cute like the ones that Kingsley like?
Oh man,
they
love me some nice
feet.
cute feet, man.
They feet.
They
been in shoes or sandals on.
There are no annoyances there.
I bet he got a fetish.
No.
He do got a foot
I bet
fetish.
we'll be watching something on one of them Discovery Plus, and it's gonna be one of the things about people that you knew that you didn't know you knew.
No, seriously, it's just an attractive feature.
How?
We all have an attract. There are some women that just really take care of their toes. Not even a take care. Their toes are just nice small feet, toes well done.
What do you do with attractive feet?
I rub them. I rub them. Fuck
Hey,
I rub them things.
Hey, bro, I literally just started rubbing feet maybe a few years ago.
Wait, I don't want to shame. Hang on. I don't want to shame. I don't want to shame anybody that's watching that loves feet. We love you.
Do your thing.
Yes, I applaud you. Go get the feet, okay?
And
I ain't gonna applaud you, but do your thing.
No, I'm just saying
and DM me so I can see them. Go ahead.
That ain't no fetish.
It's not no fetish to me. It's like putting it in my mouth and putting it on a pedestal. No, I just
how you gonna
them.
tell somebody to have a fetish?
Duh, you
How you
just
gonna tell somebody to have a
you
fetish?
said DM me so I can see. That's
see
a
the
fetish shit.
Okay,
I just wanna see.
but
That's a fetish, bro.
I don't know if maybe it's just something that he likes.
Who the hell want to see? I don't.
Listen,
Bro.
it's all a part of the vibe. He might want to get the DM of the feet and whistle a couple tunes.
Hey,
How you gonna judge him?
I'm
on
not
that?
judging him.
I'm
I'm just saying. What I'm saying is
no judge zone.
no.
To
He
sum
said
it all up,
it's not a
there's no
fetish. That's a
annoyance.
fetish.
No.
You said it's not a fetish, but if you will, would you rather you want?
Hold on, we
random?
always on him. Were you traumatized by feet when you were little?
I had
What's
to
the
be.
problem?
I don't know. I just
for
don't
real,
like
what's,
feet.
Like, what's the somebody like they held you down?
No, man. I
A
just
lot
don't.
of people like that though.
What?
Traumatized
Don't like
by feet?
they just don't like feet.
I don't like feet. I don't like rubbing feet. I don't like none of that. Like when me and my wife got together, she was like, "Can you rub my feet? You just got home from work."
If you don't go wash them salmon snatches.
I literally had to get to the point where I had to grow in this area. I was like, I just don't do feet, babe. Like she was like, babe, like I really want my feet rubbed. I say, cool. Pull out gloves. She's like, you tripping.
The
gloves,
rubber gloves.
But can you just have her put socks on and you do it?
That's why he had the gloves. That's why he had the big rubber gloves to go to the rubber gloves to go to the supermarket during COVID.
Dog,
He was like, you know what, babe?
I got it. I had like
it.
the little soft fuzzy boys, you know what I'm saying? So that way you don't feel like nothing, hard.
Soft fuzzy boys.
You just
I'm from the north, so we got like, there's different types of gloves out there. So I got the little soft fuzzy, like kind of like
you got winter rubber gloves,
like all white, Usher gloves. Just take. You can have a seat.
You just reminded me of a question though. Like, can you compromise through an annoyance? Because I mean, you said you do the gloves thing and you don't like feet, but you still.
I love her. She is my wife. I had to, bro.
You can compromise through it.
Yeah, I had to grow in it. Like I literally had to. Like now, like it's no big deal. Like now, she'll be like,
once you've grown into it, can this still be an annoyance?
No, I mean it's still annoyance, but it's only her. Like I will only rub her feet. You know what I'm saying? Like I only rub her feet. That's it.
Would you rub your kids' feet?
Huh?
every time we talk about.
Oh my God, I wish I could zoom in.
I'm saying, like, bro, if your daughter came to you and was like, "Dad, like, my feet aching,"
Go wash your feet. And I got you.
okay, they have to wash
That was
first.
the most honest, selfish answer I've ever heard in my life. Would you wash your kid's feet?
I just got to rub your mama's feet. You better get in there and wash them toes.
Oh, you better get your mama to do it.
You know what I'm saying? But it's, you know, like little kids, like they kids, so they don't really bother me as much because they, you know, they little babies. You know what I'm saying? And so, other than that, I would. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, man.
But
What about bad breath? Could you handle bad breath?
no.
Oh, King's that look on his face is like I've been there. I've had to. That look on his face. That's what it says.
I mean, you gotta remember, I'm Haitian, so I have a thing of resilience. So I can really.
What you trying to say? We don't have no resilience.
No, I mean,
Shots fired. That boy disrespectful.
Oh no, that's not. No, I mean, I said that meaning that I can really
tolerate.
Yeah, I have a really high tolerance. I really do.
Yeah,
that's why, like, when it comes to annoyances,
so you only
and stuff
have
like
that because you're Haitian, like none of us.
Well, you know, a lot of people look at us as being resilient because we go through so much stuff. We go through, you know, we can put up with a lot of stuff and stuff like that. So when you brought up the whole bad breath thing, I mean, I've been in situations like that. And
you was dating somebody with bad breath?
Yeah.
Really?
I really love that girl too, man.
How? Oh my God. I mean, you didn't even like her to say hi. Like, how did you do that?
Oh man, persevere.
Persevere.
I saw the bigger picture.
How did you deal with it? Like, did y'all have a conversation about it?
No conversation.
Did she know? And was she like? Did she have halitosis?
I don't know.
Did you give her like a list of words she couldn't say? Don't say any H words.
Nah, man. I saw through it, man. I just looked at.
You
some of the other
cannot see
stuff.
through that.
Nah. I put up.
So what did you? How did when you kissed? Please don't say her name. When you kissed, right? Like, how did you deal with that? Like,
I got the shivers.
Honestly, I really like that girl. I was in love with that girl.
But the question is, how did you deal with kisses?
Did you kiss?
Yeah.
Oh. Did you go brush your teeth after the kiss?
Did you keep like a pack of gum or
how
like
does that
mints?
work? How does that work?
Just
girl, come here.
Persevere through that thing, man.
No,
like,
that's not perseverance.
That's not. I put up with it. But I had a high tolerance. I put up with it.
You just dealt
Didn't
with
talk
it
to her
like
about it.
like normal.
You didn't talk to her?
So you hang on. You will be out. You'll be out
I
in
ain't talked
public.
to her about it.
You'll be out in public, right? Doing whatever. Maybe have a dinner, and then let's say you do something. You know, go buy the water or something like that, and you might kiss her while y'all out, and you continue your night out. You don't like run to the bathroom, put toothpaste on your finger, wrap it around in your mouth, nothing like that.
Nah.
Did you slide her like mints and gums often? Dog, I knew I had a homegirl.
How bad was it?
I had a homegirl that was dating a dude like bad. His breath was horrible. When I say horrible, like I was standing in front of a trash can.
You couldn't tell the difference.
And the dude was like, "What's up?" And I smelt it over the trash can. I was like, and I fell. My homeboy was like on the other side of the dude and was crying. He was like, "You ain't retarded. Why would you do that?"
Okay. Hang on. Let's switch this for a minute. So you loved her. This is what you said, right? So
that's some powerful love.
I mean, okay, I get it. I get it. Right? Haitians ain't the only resilient motherfuckers out here. Okay, you know what I'm saying?
Want to make that clear.
You know what I'm saying? Let's just say they're not the only resilient ones. Gotcha. But if you loved her, and we know that this could actually be like a disease, right? Like maybe she had like a rotten tooth, or sounds like a couple, or something, right? Halitosis, like I said before, whatever. Why you didn't like do something to like help her medically? Like forget the resiliency. Like this could be a health issue because you love her. Why you didn't say that?
You ain't want that conflict.
How long were y'all together?
Probably about a year and a half.
Ooh, I bet when she did that, what you just did, that shit was humming.
Oh,
she ain't do that often. No.
So it was like her morning breath and her regular breath never changed.
It It had a smell to it.
You going to hell?
I told you this podcast gonna be the reason why we sit here. You lined up at the gates of hell.
I heard it and it passed me and then it came back and I was like, whoa, what? Yeah. But but seriously, like, okay, I don't want to make jokes. Like, okay, we might get them off, but tell us how you dealt with it, because somebody out there might be listening and they be like, yo, I'm dealing with something similar to that. Or I'm dating somebody and I have an issue with them. Like, really, don't just say like,
I'm telling you the truth.
Hang on, don't just say like, I'm resilient, I worked through it. Like, exactly how did you work through it?
I put up with it. That's it.
You just never.
I didn't.
But you never told her?
I never told her anything.
You didn't do anything to ease it for yourself?
No.
Dang, bro.
Yeah.
Maybe y'all are resilient. I don't.
So you never said nothing. You ain't like, look, baby, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love you to death, but your breath be.
I didn't know how. I don't know how to do that because I really get into the whole other person's feelings type of thing, and I didn't know how to do it.
You letting her walk around this world with that.
It's got to come to a point.
She's married now, so she's doing just fine.
That's what's up.
You know what? And I bet you her husband told her about it, and she probably went and got some help, or he helped her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I could have let that go. Not because of like the superficial part, but like it could be something that was actually wrong.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Well,
like
the dude, the pharmacist, I'm sure he helped out.
Dang.
Okay.
Next. Fuck that shit. Yeah. Next.
Yo.
Hey.
What? Was I mean for saying that?
Nah, man, I see the real Kingsley coming out with the real Kingsley stand
don't say
up.
that.
Nah, just playing.
No.
I just
listen,
cool.
there was nothing I didn't do anything about it because of the whole conflict thing, not knowing how to address it, stuff like that.
Right.
It wasn't an annoyance to me. So I didn't,
You just roll with it.
I roll with it, man, because I let the shit out that girl.
Yeah.
You know, so just
There was a joke in that statement, but I'm not gonna.
Oh yeah, I know the joke.
What love got to do with it?
No, I know the. We'll say this shit off camera.
There was a joke in that.
I got an idea.
I am not. It was too easy. It was too easy. I'm not gonna do it.
He set you up perfectly.
I'm not gonna do it.
I want to go back to what Mel said about you grew to rub the feet.
Yeah.
So you grew in.
But I was honest.
Oh wait, hold up.
No, but I'm saying,
we go to that. But you ain't got no way to talk about what you dealt with. But now we want to talk about his growth.
But he's
because I want to learn now.
Okay,
like,
all right. I want to know
like,
too. But one question before we go to that: if you dated someone now and they have funky breath, would you now, new Kingsley, say something to this person and try to help them through?
I'm gonna be honest with you, no.
Okay,
I
Mel.
still don't know.
Okay, Mel. Go ahead. What
You
you
don't
saying?
know.
I don't know how to. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings.
Shit.
I'm really into not hurting people's feelings.
It's gonna happen, bro. Like, you're gonna have to hurt people's feelings. Like, I'm not.
How do you
I don't
have
mean
to?
like yeah, because people don't agree with everything you say. So some things may hurt somebody's feelings, but you have to be honest with people. You have to be understanding, patient. Like, you can't just be walking around this earth just agreeing with everything, even though you don't agree with it.
Or biting your tongue.
Or biting your tongue.
But I like how he said patience. So can't put a time limit on patience, right? So
Yeah,
maybe
but
it'll take
patience is not forever either.
Thank you. What? Dang, we be saying this. Patience ain't forever, fam.
Got you.
Yeah, if you pass away, where patience at now? Gone.
6 feet under. 6 feet under.
Right. Nah, it don't exist no more.
Yeah, patience that was dead never existed.
Yeah. That's no
longer patience. It's only patience when it can be recognized. You waited for an extended period of time and then you did something. If you just wait, then you die.
Yeah. And you only had
no patience.
Like, and you never addressed it. It's like I addressed it. She understood where I was coming from. She knew I had I guess using a phobia of it or whatever. And so I just being funny.
What did I say?
I just being funny though.
I don't remember saying that.
You said trauma or whatever you said earlier.
Trauma.
Yeah. I was just being funny.
Yeah.
That's why I said phobia.
No, there's a trauma for you. Somebody mistreated you with some feet back in the day.
Did we ever let you finish?
What?
About why?
No. We're gonna get to it. I'm not gonna forget. I want to know. I want to know.
On the toe.
No, we're gonna get on it.
So yeah, so I was just honest, man. I was like,
we're gonna
man,
put
I'm
our
just
foot
not.
down.
We're gonna put my foot.
It's one step at a time, guys. One step at a time. Go ahead.
Nah, but I was really like, you know what I'm saying? And I told her like, that's just not my thing. And she explained to me like, no, this is really what I want. Like I would like my feet rubbed when I come home from work. And we had to compromise. And I'd be like, nah. Like, so it was like, okay, I'll wash your feet when you get here. So, you know what I'm saying? You having a bad day, I'll pull out the little tub, whatever, a little portable tub, wash your little toes. And then I can hook you up with my hands. You come on home with it. Here you order right there. You gotta
so many
give me them
questions,
gloves, bro. I need them gloves. And so I just kind of grew, got comfortable with it, you know what I'm saying? And then it just like, you know what I'm saying? Then I just like, all right, I'll rub you had a rough day. And I was like, let me rub.
Is that conflict?
No. No. I don't think it is. No, I don't think it is.
Why? Why is that not conflict?
She wants her foot or her feet rubbed.
And I said,
He said no.
no.
Hell to the no.
What was her response after that?
Why not?
Okay. I missed that part, but no, I mean,
She said, why not? And I was like, I don't do feet.
because then that was one of my questions. Do you think in the dating process, did she know you didn't like feet?
Nah, like feet never came up.
Then it's not a conflict though, because then she didn't know you didn't like feet. She doesn't.
Yeah, it is a conflict because she asked me to rub her feet, and then I was like, nah, it's not gonna happen. And she was like, she was like, you're so ignorant. Why? And I was like, I don't do feet. And she was like, what you mean?
But point blank, period. That's just it's a stop there. Like, oh, okay, my husband doesn't do feet. Period.
No.
No, he faced the conflict because they went through whatever they're gonna go through. So he get to the point where he can rub her feet as she has asked. There are certain things that have to be done.
It was a process, bro. Like I had to get comfortable with her putting her feet on me. I'd be like, oh, cold feet, whatever.
Okay, you're this person that you dated before, whose breath was,
man.
There you go. Right. Was this a conflict for you?
Because he never addressed it.
I didn't see it as that.
Huh?
I didn't see it as that.
Did you like it?
No.
Then you were conflicted. But you get what I'm saying? Now, whether you address it or take action on it, that's on you.
You just accept it.
But it's a conflict.
You can't accept everything.
But if I accepted it, is it still a conflict?
If you have to accept it, do you get what I'm saying? Like you had to fix yourself to accept it. There was a point, correct me if I'm wrong, where you kissed this person, right? And you realized, God damn. And then you had to make a decision. Well, I'm Haitian and we deal with it. And you deal with it. Right? This was your
Haitian too.
Well. Go ahead. But I'm just saying, like you were faced with something, you hit your crossroad, you made a kiss, boom, it stunk. Now you're like this. Do I deal with it?
Do I avoid it?
Or do I avoid it? Do I avoid it or do I face it head on? You avoided it. You came to the conflict and you chose to avoid it. That was a conflict.
But wouldn't that still be counted as I dealt with it?
How?
I dealt with it. I made a decision to avoid it.
Did you deal with it?
You dealt with it.
Did you deal with it?
I decided, I made that deal with myself that I'm gonna avoid it. No, that's not how it works.
It's always up to you.
You decided to deal with something by taking it. If it wasn't a conflict, you wouldn't have by taking it. He didn't address it. I'm saying. So that's what you did, right? You decided to deal with something by taking it. The fact that you had to decide to deal with something posed a conflict. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, so you didn't deal with it, because dealing with it means you would have to address it. You would have to state your piece, state why you didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like you was like, okay, I'm just go with it because I don't want to hurt her feelings.
Right.
The conflict was being honest with yourself and being honest with her in order for you all to grow and move forward. Instead, you avoided it and you just dealt with something that you really didn't want to deal with.
I know we talk about this, but I harp on it because I also want this to be a learning platform. You know what I mean? And we've talked about conflicts before, right? Previous episode, and we've talked about it on our own in conversation. And I may be wrong, but correct me, right? Let's do this. I'm not above reproach. Like I could be wrong, but if it comes to a conflict or a decision that needs to be made, we can either do one of two things as the overall category. We can deal with it or we can avoid it. Now, when you deal with it, dealing with it can look a whole lot of different ways. You can come in, you could be barbaric about it. You can come in and be submissive to whatever they're saying. You can come in, you can compromise, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That's a way of dealing with it. You've approached it head on and you've dealt with it in a certain way. But if you go that second option of the two and avoid it, you haven't dealt with it. You literally avoided it. You get what I'm saying? So, but all of those things are conflicts. We've faced conflict in the studio with equipment sometimes. Haven't we? How do we deal with it? You get what I'm saying? Like we don't need to but we've had that issue before, right? We dealt with it, didn't we? We changed some stuff around, didn't we? Yeah. Boom.
And then you also got to remember, like some things don't always, just because you have a conflict with or something that you have to tell somebody, doesn't necessarily mean it hurts their feelings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like me saying like, nah, I don't do feet. That didn't hurt my wife's feelings. You know what I'm saying? She was just like, but this is something that I would like. I would want. I want this from my husband. And I was, my first mind, I was like, shit, you might need a new husband. But then I was like, I said that,
next week I'm gonna tell her, please don't watch this episode. I'm gonna get the number. I think this will be number 9 on the season or something. 9. 10. 9.
Yeah. But me and this is like, you have to know our dynamics. Like me and my wife, we're really very honest, and she knows like, because remember what I said in the beginning, like I had like a communication issue. I just say whatever I wanted to say, and so some things I still do, and so she knows like, okay, she knows my heart, and so she was like, babe, that's ignorant. And she'll always tell me like, that's just ignorant. Like I want my feet rubbed by my husband, and I was like, oh.
I don't think that's ignorant though.
But that's her way of saying like, okay, that was not necessary. You know what I'm saying? That's just her way of saying like, okay, babe, like you tripping. And so I'm like, all right.
Yeah, you might be tripping, but I don't think that's. I mean, it's a normal thing. I think. I mean, I would have I like to think it's a logical fear of anything, right?
Yeah.
Like if your feet are jacked up, I have a reason why I don't want to rub them.
No, I'm saying like when I said like, she'd be like, I would want my feet rubbed for my husband. I'll respond like, well, you might need a new husband.
That is ignorant. Yeah.
So,
high five back to.
So I would say like that. I would say something like that. She knows I'm playing. You know what I'm saying? But she'd be like, babe, that's ignorant. And I'd be like, okay. And so I was like, okay, you got to work with me. Like I'll get there.
So
I'll get there.
I'm curious because I want to know now.
Here we go.
Let's go.
How do we deal with someone saying that something we're doing is annoying to them?
Depends on what it is. We've been talking about what it is and who it is.
Okay, because we've been talking about what annoys us, but like, how do we deal with that? Yo, you know what? You do this and it annoys me. Like,
depends on what it is and who it is, right?
Yeah.
If let's just say, for example, and I swear I'm not trying to make fun of this young lady, but like, let's just say I'm at work and somebody is trying to say that my breath stinks. I'm not going to handle that the same way I would with my girl. You know what I mean? Or if I'm a single parent, I wouldn't handle it the same way I would as with my child. Do you get what I mean? Like at work, I might just have like some peppermints or whatever, and I kind of like stay back from people. But at home, with my relationship, I'm sleeping next to, I'm kissing, I'm sitting close, laying next to at night or whatever. Like there's other things that I'm going to have to do to make sure that I don't, push the funk breath off to my woman. Whereas it's not going to look the same if I'm at work.
I don't think it'll be the same.
No.
I don't think this is a whole different topic. So go ahead.
But I'm just saying it would be different. That's
I just feel like if someone in a relationship came at you like that, how do you make the relationship still stay the same after something like that?
It does.
You be honest with each other. See,
so now every time you kiss, you're like self-conscious, insecure.
No. What happens is when when someone tells you something and it's your loved one or your significant other, you reflect. And when you reflect it honestly and say, okay, is this correct? And if it is, you have a conversation with them. When does it happen? And they tell you all the damn time that it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? And so then you got to get help.
Look, y'all work in schools and we all went to school, right? Mm-hmm. There was always somebody in school that was quiet, right? Somebody always quiet. But that's the person, if you ever saw them, for example, say, get into a fight, right? And then you hear them yell for the first time or whatever. That's a surprise to everybody that's a witness to it, because you don't expect that, right? Because that person is always quiet. They don't bother nobody. And then one day out of that whole school year, you see them get into a fight and you see a whole nother side of that person, right? That person wasn't communicating. Right? We didn't know anything about that person. If you're in a relationship and you're constantly avoiding conflict and you're never communicating anything about the negative, right? And then once you finally do, now it's taken differently by the person that you're with, because they're not used to that. They're seeing you for the first time be whatever. Honest. Right. So to answer what you're saying, it's like you have to establish from the beginning this two-way communication where you can talk about whatever it is that's going on in that relationship. This piece of honesty where, you know, you can tell her, baby, your breath stink. And she can tell you, you ain't wiping your ass properly. And y'all need to be in a position.
I'll see how I can continue the relationship after that.
Oh, shit.
Go ahead.
It happens, bro.
Yeah. What do you think it's going to be like when you be with somebody for the rest of your life, bro?
They're not gonna
for the rest of your life. It's not gonna be perfect. The feet ain't gonna look good every day. That long hair you talking about,
she might cut that thing bald head.
Or them extensions ain't always gonna be there. Yeah. Like, you know, there's gonna be the pimples during that certain time of the month, or whatever it is, bro. It's not always gonna look like the way that it look when you gotta be honest.
I don't want y'all to think that is the case. Like, because I mean, shit, I've been in a lot of relationships where they started off as my type, and throughout the relationship, they've changed their hair, they've gone through the pimple fade, all that stuff.
That's not what we're saying.
But that's not what we're saying.
That's what you were saying.
No.
He said that you gotta address it. So like, okay.
Right.
So let's say,
thank you.
Because I'm talking to my dad, and so one of the things that he does when, you know, he has to talk to my stepmom, he'll be like, hey, like it's like, say it's time for her to get her hair done. That's how your hair gonna be this week. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, give it like, hey, or he'll be like, yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna give you this money, you get your hair done. You know what I'm saying? Like, go on and get your hair done. Like, it'll be something like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't necessarily have to always be like a conversation. Y'all get to the point where you can just be honest. Like, my wife would see me and she'd be like, hey, caveman, that means it's time for me to cut my damn beard. You know what I'm saying? Like, line me up, shave it down. Like, you just have the different things. Y'all kind of have your own quirky conversation, language, and that's all it is.
But if you go through practicing not speaking, not facing whatever the conflict may be, however small it may be, you're never going to feel comfortable finally addressing something. You're going to be the person, to that person that you're with, they don't know that you, right? You're going to be that person that got into that fight that one time out of the school year. You surprised everybody. So the moment that you say, if you were to decide to do this, be like, babe, like, I love you, I love kissing you, but like sometimes your breath a little bit tart. Yeah. That first is gonna be like, God, ow, really? You get what I'm saying? But if you're constantly communicating about things, and just the way you said it was your father? Yeah. So his father has developed this relationship and way of speaking, right, to his mother. And I'm sure likewise she has something that she says to him and the way that she speaks to him. That doesn't come overnight. That's practice. That's practice and communication. Then it becomes easier to deal with these things. Gotcha. But if you never talk about anything, and then you now have this one issue that has come up that is really bothering you, let's say it is bad breath, this one issue that's really bothering you, now you don't even know how to address it. You've never addressed anything with this person, so you don't know how to address her. You don't know what you say. I don't want to offend them. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Well, if you were communicating with her, listen. Let me tell you, we went off on this. I didn't want to. We were talking about something else, but let me, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me.
No, you got to, because I mean, literally, yes. You. So,
but
what do you? Yeah, go ahead.
But you don't have to. How I put this? It doesn't have to be a conflict for y'all to discuss how to handle a conflict.
It don't have to be an argument.
Well, no, I'm saying, but I mean, a conflict doesn't have to exist. Gotcha. You don't have, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to wait for something to happen and you're like, oh, there she go at it again. It doesn't have to be that. It actually, one of the best times, and I'm not a relationship expert or anything like that, but one of the best times, in my humble opinion, right, is when things are great, you can discuss some of the things that are going on, because the other person, as well as yourself, you're probably going to receive it a lot better. At the time of the heated situation, it's probably not the best time.
Yeah.
When both of y'all are upset about something, and you're like, why didn't you walk crooked any damn way? Like, what? Wait a minute, I thought you liked the way I walk.
Oh,
like,
crooked foot.
Knock knee, pigeon toed, crooked hip wearing, whatever.
Sloop foot.
And your mama got the gout. Like, you can't.
But check in on me about tussle the last week. But go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead.
No.
Y'all saying all that old school stuff.
That's the tussle.
But you get what I'm saying? So like, but you get what I mean though? Like, when you're upset and then now you try to talk about something, now you try to talk about these conflicts or whatever. I'm not saying that it can't work. I'm not saying that it can't happen, but that's probably not the opportune time to do it. That's why they say even when you're in an argument or you have a disagreement about something and you're heated on both sides or simmering on both sides or whatever, go away. Let it calm down for a minute. And then come back and talk about it.
Yeah.
This is what you do. So imagine everything is great. Y'all laughing and joking or whatever. And boom, boom, boom. And then you, whatever, there's something that was on your mind. Babe, hey, I wanted to talk to you. You remember, the thing with the thing like this and this? I really don't like it when you do that because I feel like this. I feel like that. She's like, oh, babe, I didn't know. I didn't know you felt like that. Really? Why you didn't say something? Well, I'm saying something now. It's like, well, you should have said something earlier. I'm sorry. Look, I'll work on it and this and blah, blah, blah. And then, what? No.
No,
I'm replaying a real world. I'm replaying.
That boy be in that scene, boy. I be like, dog, that camera rolling. Got that camera rolling. They doing a monologue over there and everything. That's what's up, dog. He got me entertained over here. It's conflict.
Are you not entertained?
Oh, shoot.
Y'all do the show. Y'all do the show.
He got one. He put one in there, dog. He ain't do it right, but he got one in there.
Y'all do the show.
You supposed to do like how the scene was.
Go ahead.
I don't know how the scene was.
Are you not entertained? You don't know how that was? Did you ever
got
see
that
it?
from someone's album. He put that in.
It came from 300.
No.
Wasn't that in 300? Are you not entertained?
Gladiator.
Oh, three. Yeah. No, was it Gladiator? Oh.
Yeah.
Really, Gladiator. I was thinking. Okay.
Are you not entertained?
I heard it on the
thing. White people pretending that black people wasn't around except for when they were using them for.
I heard it on a Jay-Z song. That's where I got it.
Yeah, that's where you got it.
That's where he got it. It came from the movie.
Yeah, Gladiator.
Yeah.
I was thinking. Why was I thinking 300? That came.
I think similar. They're similar movies.
That's
Right?
like I said, white people riding on chariots and horses, pretending that black people didn't exist. Yes, that's what it was. Yeah.
He's so he's crazy.
What? It's true.
Yes, I got you, brother.
No lies detected. Carry on.
Yeah, but yeah, so I don't know, man. I feel you though. You definitely don't want. Sometimes you don't want conflict. You know what I'm saying? But you can't. You're gonna have to. Conflict doesn't necessarily have to always be a negative thing, and it doesn't necessarily always have to be like fighting or arguing or hurting somebody's feelings. Man, conflict helps people grow. You know what I'm saying? Like by meeting conflict, you grow. You grow as a person. That other person grows as well, and then y'all have your quirks.
Like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I have morning breath and my wife, trying to get that mood right in the morning, and she'll be like, you know what I'm saying? That lets me know I need to go gargle and do something. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know what I'm saying? And so like, and you know what I'm saying? And it's we develop our own kind of language to let each other know, like, okay. And it's not like if you have a significant other, the significant other wants what's best for you. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't necessarily have to be something on a negative tip. They just want to be honest with you. They want to be, you know what I'm saying, want your best interest. And so if you're not putting your best foot forward, you will want them to tell you, like, hey, man, you ain't doing it right. You know what I'm saying? You ain't doing this good. Like, you need to step up. Oh, shoot. Because that's the person that's with you majority of the time. And if you can't be honest with them, they're not going to be honest with you. You can't expect them to be honest and then you just take everything. It's just not going to happen. That's not a relationship.
Got you.
That's a situationship.
Wow, this guy. I'm mad because I thought we was talking about all the stuff to get on our nerves.
Right. It just,
I'm like, man.
Listen, for the record, I tried to spin it back to that, but y'all wanted to stay on this whole conflict.
But
I'm like, damn.
I was like, that's how I was thinking, like, man. But because I feel like we could talk about
anything.
Well, yeah, true. But the conflict thing, like, I think, we should give it the attention that it deserves for, when we're gonna talk about it. Because I wanna go through it. If we go through it again, I wanna have some conflict resolution. Oh, no pun intended or whatever, right? So, but I wanna have that in the conversation.
Right.
But on the stuff that we was talking about, right? So when it came to like the things that get on our nerves, and honestly, I would say this: somebody that runs away from conflict, no offense, somebody that runs away from conflict, that would get on my nerves, because if you're my friend, I don't want to have issues with you. You know what I'm saying?
But some people, what about those that always face conflict? You know what I'm saying? Like always got to address.
That's me. Oh, we're talking about me. We can talk about me. Let's go. Let's go. I'm ready.
No, but I'm saying like you have people that's like on the other side, like, because I sometimes you got to pick your battles, but some people don't never pick their battles. Everything is a battle.
Okay, not everything, but
That's what I'm saying.
facing conflict always versus how you face the conflict is the key.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I personally, it's very hard for me. I'm not going to say to let something go, because that's a mislabel, right? I think it's difficult for me to have something bother me, not say something about it, let it grow and fester on the inside, and it affects how I'm going to be moving forward.
Right.
That's when I feel like I have to say something. So no, it's not about everything that I have to say, but if I feel that something is going to do that to me, and I'd like to think that I know myself fairly well, that's when I feel like I got to step up and be like, listen, nah, because it's not going to work. Like in my head. And so then I'm trying to figure out how I can address it. And that's why I say, like, I'd rather like dedicate a whole show to that, because a lot of that would come, like, one of the best examples would be like in the beginning of a relationship. And not that, but it's a lot of things that you're new. Mm-hmm. You're new to each other. You're new to the relationship that you're creating. It's never been done before, because no one else is me and no one else is her. And then if we're together, then we're creating something that no one else has ever seen before. So there's a lot of conversation that needs to be had. There's going to be a lot of conflict that needs to be either prevented, resolved, or worked through. Right. So, or compromise on, whatever. So it is what it is. But yeah, man, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Honest, like I it's just how.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
approach.
Like the person that always addresses things, but it's probably not in the right way. Right. You know what I'm saying? That could be annoying.
I mean, that's toxic.
Shit starter.
That's toxic.
Yeah, that's toxic. That's what I'm saying. That's annoying. I'd be like, here we go again. Go sit down, angry man or angry woman. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Like you got the people that be like, You ready to order? Hell no, I ain't ready to order. You be like, dang, no, it's not that serious.
This guy.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, you got people that's like, because you have, I think it's two, you know what I'm saying? It's two different, they're polar opposites. Those that avoid it, and then you got those that don't avoid anything. And that's annoying as shit.
But why we can't go back to the original topic? I was liking that.
I'm saying that's what I just said. That was that's annoying too. Like that's annoying to me.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's annoying.
I was thinking
I don't want to go nowhere with you.
I was thinking things on a lighter note. You know what I'm saying? Then we hit the conflict.
Yeah.
But like because I was talking about me being at the mall, right?
Right.
There was something else I was gonna say. Why is it when we go into the stores, we're always greeted, and it's very kind, right? But there's always like, hello, ma'am, sir, and I'm by myself. Why? Why? What do you mean? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Hello, welcome, ma'am, sir. And I'm by myself.
Oh.
I don't understand. I don't like it.
They tapped out by the time they tapped out.
No, it doesn't matter. 9 o'clock in the morning. That's when I go to this. Hello, ma'am, sir. Listen.
They just don't want to offend you. They want to make sure they cover all aspects.
Well, no, they ain't. Oh, yeah. Not here. But no, but maybe there was a man behind you coming in. So
No. You know what?
I never picked up on that.
I have a lot philosophy on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm losing my. I have a philosophy on that. I think that they probably went to like a hospitality school, right? And there's probably like a document that says like this is what you say or this is whatever, this and this and this
Like
is how you greet people. Right. Script. Thank you. So they have this, and then in the script, it probably says ma'am / sir. And when they read it, they're thinking this is what I'm supposed to say instead of pick one, other, or both, depending on the situation. That's what I think it is. That's what I think.
I'm gonna ask them.
Okay.
Wow.
You're going to.
Wow. No, how's that going to go? I like that.
No, I'm going to say, hey, it's just me that comes in, but I always hear you say, hello, ma'am, sir. Why? Why is this? Why you say this?
What?
You disrespectful.
Well, how was I disrespectful? They already think I talk like this because they think I'm from Africa, but we're not going to go there. Anyway. I'm
gonna have to edit this video.
I don't want to be part of that.
Oh man.
I know. Go on.
Nah, I got you though.
Okay.
Y'all of these voices be killing me, bro. Like y'all be killing with these voices.
No, but I'll do it next time I actually go out.
Speaking of these voices, what annoys the shit out of me is microaggression.
Okay. Speak on it.
That annoys the shit out of me.
Speak on it.
You know what I'm saying? When people assume that you are supposed to act a certain way based on the group that you associate with. You know what I'm saying? Like, have you ever been told, oh, you one of the good ones? You well spoken? Like those type of things pisses me off.
You speak so well.
You speak so well.
Question everything you say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or, really? How did you get that? You know what I'm saying? Like, how did you get that? What you mean, how did I get that? Same reason way you would get it.
Damn.
I mean, the only thing that I would say to that is like, I mean, we know what it is, right? We know what microaggressions are, but I feel like sometimes people look at us, and even within our own community, and we may look at it and say like, well, they pull in the black card or something like that, or like not everybody is racist or whatever. So I think we have to like use our discretion when it comes to that too. I agree with you.
Right.
I'm not saying anything you're saying is wrong, but like we got to use good judgment too when it comes to that, because I think it's unhealthy for us to walk on this earth and like assume
on eggshells.
Well, not even on eggshells, but just to assume that because somebody is of a different background, a different ethnic background or whatever, and then they speak to us in a certain way, our automatic assumption is going to be, oh, that's a microaggression, right? Like I'm not saying that it's not true majority of the time or a lot of the time or whatever, but I'm speaking for us. It's unhealthy for us, I think, to walk around thinking this way and acting this way, and you know what I'm saying, like having these thoughts. So that's the only thing that I would say. But I do agree with you. I don't like microaggressions at all, because annoying. Their whole goal is to belittle put out and
discredit you, minimize you, refute you,
marginalize.
Yeah. Disenfranchise.
That's a very annoying thing. Then I think it's more so annoying when you know it, and being on this earth as long as I have, like it's a certain body language, it's certain nonverbal communication cues that you see, and you like, here we go. I used to get it in college. Like I would walk in, and I didn't look like my major. And I would see it. I was like, damn, I'm about to have a problem with this professor.
What you mean by that? You didn't. I know what you mean, but for those listening and watching, what do you mean?
So
you didn't look like your major.
So I didn't look the way that. So you get to a certain point in your major where you just have like just the same classes as everybody else that have the same major, or they like similar majors or whatever. And so when I walk in, I didn't look like none of them. I looked like something different. And so, I mean, I'm from the D, so I looked like I was from the D. And when I walked in, I saw in the professor's face, like, here we go. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And then I had one professor say, "You sure you're in the right class?"
This professor was.
Yeah. And so I like
how you didn't say it like saying a white person is like a curse word.
it wasn't.
This person, what were they?
It's different. It was different. They were us, others. Like it was
the professor.
Yeah,
The professor was.
it was black.
Oh.
Yeah, I get it from. It was black. It was some white, some Asian. Like it was just different ones. And I peeped it. It's a certain look. It's a certain look that they give. And so.
The one that said this to you was black?
The one that said, like, are you in the right class was black. And so I was like, wow, straight up.
So let me ask you, would it be more annoying coming from another race or your own people?
It don't make a difference. It's still the same feeling. I'm sorry. I can't speak for you, but yeah, to me,
isn't there levels to your annoyances? Like, okay, if it's coming from my people, it's super annoying. If it's coming from a different race, okay, they're ignorant. They don't know. I'm gonna just be
real. Not that I'm trying to like put us into like this group, like we all think and act the same, because we don't. We are not a monolith. But if it's coming from my own, it hurts more than annoyed. You know what I'm saying? Like it hurts more, because I would think like, my brother, I'm trying to be where you are and surpass you because you want me to do better than you, right? Yeah. Like this is not that I'm better than you, but you want me to do better than you, right? This is what we want for everybody coming behind us. This is what we want for our children, right? So like if I'm getting that from somebody that is a professor, right? It's just like, yo, and he's me? Yeah, that hurts.
Yeah. I mean, the beginning was trash, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. But at the end, me and that professor was like that. That was my dog. Like he was the only one that ever challenged me. And he was like, when we started off, we got into it and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, man, you know, like he put me out of the class. I was like, man, I ain't coming out of the class. You tripping? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I need to.
Hey, like it was bad. But when I tell you, like it got to the point where he was literally like, I will take any class that he had, I took, because he was that good and he challenged me.
So you didn't let that annoyance.
No, man, we both grew from it. You know what I'm saying? We both grew from it because but that was like the annoying part. And like, it was a good relationship at the end. The beginning was mad. It was trash. But at the end, it was a great relationship. If he explained something, the kids, you know what I'm saying, the other students didn't understand, he'd be like, come on up here and show them. And I, whoop, whoop. And so it was cool.
Let me ask y'all, like, to deal with, like, I mean, you made me think of something else, and it's talking about this dynamic between you and the black professor, right? But like, stepping out of that into like the real world, like out of school.
Yeah.
With the times that we just came through, especially everything that was happening during the pandemic, right? So 2020.
Right.
Like, does it annoy y'all to have to, or if you're put in a position where you're having to explain Black Lives Matter or defunding the police, like, do y'all feel any kind of way when it comes to potentially wearing a Black Lives Matter shirt? Like, these things that are supposed to be there to uplift our community, right? Mm-hmm. And to put us in a position where we're gonna come out of the turmoil that we're currently facing in the way that we're facing it, because it's not like this is new. Right. To be clear on that. But in the way that we're facing it, being through the social media and all of that and everything, right? Do y'all feel like it's annoying to have to explain these things? That it's annoying to have to wonder, like, I mean, do you wear a Black Lives Matter shirt, like, out in public? Like, is that the, you know what I'm saying?
I think it would be annoying if they just, you explain it, you give your examples, you do everything you possibly can, you give the evidence, and they still
don't understand.
Still don't understand, still act like they don't understand, still refuting your stuff. I think that's the more annoying thing than just them not.
So how do you explain it? How do you, like, let's pretend I'm somebody that's ignorant and I don't know.
I was about to say, like, I've never encountered that. So it doesn't, I don't, you know, I can't really speak on it, but I never encountered it. Really. And I mean, I wear, man, I used to walk around, like, you know how they have like the old school pictures of like things that happened to our people back in the day, like the slaves being hung. I would wear shirts like that out and about in public. People look at the shirt, and you know, some people stop and ask me about it, but I never, since the whole pandemic stuff, I've never been asked about anything, like any shirts that I wore, you know, Black Lives Matter, whether it be a Frederick Douglass shirt on or whatever. It's just people don't really talk about it.
It's just, to me, it seems like things were like, okay, I think about it like back when we were kids, right? Because we was all like teens and stuff around the same time, right? So like I think about Malcolm X, for example, and it seems like nowadays everything, and maybe it's just because I was a kid, I don't know, but it seems like nowadays everything related to that is political, everything. But if it's commercialized, it's okay. For example, I remember always seeing people wearing baseball caps with the fake metal X on the front, Malcolm X t-shirts, sweatshirts, pullovers, hoodies, etc. But it was more accepted. It was a part of like fashion.
Right.
And I honestly think that a lot of people just didn't know what the hell it was. You know what I mean? But then like nowadays, you see somebody wear a Black Lives Matter or hands up, don't shoot, or whatever they're wearing that references these particular times, and it can get you shot and killed. So it's like, it seems like it just jumped. It jumped from, if it's fashion, it's okay. So Malcolm X stuff, Malcolm X hats, jackets, etc. But now it seems like when it goes to anything in that ballpark, everything has been politicized now. Everything. So I don't know. So like it just feels different. I don't know. Have you ever think about it like that? Like, but I mean, but you get what I'm saying,
see
right?
It being like that because I mean the times have transformed. The times have.
In what sense?
In the sense of, you know, who we had in office and that message that he brought, you know, empowering people to confront, you know, Black Lives Matter and stuff like that. The media making it seem like Black Lives Matter is this and we are, you know, against police and we're because you're Black Lives Matter means you're anti-police, and just that message that's just been, you know, being put out there versus, I mean, growing up, I don't know what type of message was being out there when Malcolm X shirts was out, and I mean, I don't know how that message was being portrayed, but I know now
the same.
Really,
I don't think it was though. People used to wear for example, right? Schools. Let's just talk about the U.S. Schools in the U.S. Can they wear Black Lives Matter shirts to schools?
No.
I bet there's some schools where it's like shut off. They can't do it.
Yeah, no.
If you can, it's very. But no.
See,
for the most part, no.
I think for me is I can't relate because I'm from a predominantly black.
Okay, but
you know what I'm saying. See, so we were always that was normal for us. You know what I'm saying? So we never. I don't know a life that didn't. But
that's the thing though. We can't be like this, right? I'm talking about the U.S. as a whole, as a majority. They can't wear this type of propaganda
because it's political.
In the schools. And that's because that's because everything is shifted to. Okay, this is here for us. It's here to speak. It's here for us to
so
have
they can't wear
voice.
Black Lives Matter.
No. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I feel like it's because it's
became political.
It's politicized, right? But I remember as a child, everybody was the only thing people was wearing in school was people was wearing Hilfiger, Ralph Lauren, Nautica, Malcolm X, cross colors, and a jersey of your favorite team, favorite player.
You know
this
why?
Is what people was wearing.
You know why? I think because it wasn't enticing riots. It wasn't enticing.
But why
conflict.
Is it? That's my point. Why is it? It shouldn't be. It hasn't. The human rights has nothing to do with the political world unless we're voting on how the rights are going to help us.
It ain't human rights. They don't see us as human.
So that's why sometimes it's hard to.
Boom.
It's one of those things where it's like it becomes annoying to like try to explain it, and then people still don't get it, or because of the rhetoric that they're listening to, the way that they understand it, it makes it hard on the heart. And it feels like you have no voice because now they've told you to shut up. You can't even wear it and support it because now this is politics. Hell, animals get more rights than some humans, fam.
Oh, but so it's no clothes back in the day where you could not wear to school
there was clothes that you couldn't wear, but it had nothing to do with name brand. It was way the clothes were worn. You couldn't wear like maybe a midriff. Girls had to wear a skirt that was of a certain,
but you
depending on the school.
But you study education. So
Right.
remember, I don't know if you took educational law, but remember in the 70s when it was like they wore the black bandana, it was a political statement, and they were like,
You can't wear
the
it to
bandana.
school.
Yeah, you can't wear the black wrists, whatever.
Yeah.
And you know,
I think the times has changed as far as the tactics and the movement has evolved, but I think it's the same shit. Like you were saying, like we were fighting for civil rights and human rights for ours, so we will wear that to signify that we're part of what we thought our rights. So now we wear Black Lives Matter. You couldn't wear that to school. Now you can't wear this to school.
But that's my That's my point. That's
Right.
exactly what I'm saying. Those things, wearing the band, the Black Panthers, right?
Right.
Wearing this, and then now wearing Black Lives Matter. Both of those have been politicized. That's
Right.
my point.
Right.
But the part where it turns into a commercialization of whatever the product is or the subject is, it seems to be okay, right? Mm-hmm. For example, you can't wear a Black Lives Matter shirt to school. Mm-hmm. But they're putting Black Lives Matter messages on the basketball courts in the NBA. It's commercialized. That part is commercialized. But an individual wearing the shirt to represent what the movement is about, that's politicized. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
wearing a Malcolm X shirt in the 90s, that's commercialized. There was a movie that was about 8 hours long with Denzel Washington where they talked about, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Malcolm X. And it was commercialized. It was okay. Everybody had on a Malcolm X hat. They had Malcolm X air fresheners. They had Malcolm X t-shirts, Malcolm X pants. The what's the pants? The not Echo, Fat Farm or whoever. They would have X like the chalk on the pants, the designer, whatever. Everything was fine. Nobody said anything because that part was commercial. You get what I'm saying? Mm. The moment they make Santa Claus political, you're not going to be able to wear ugly sweaters during the holidays.
or the hat.
You get what I'm saying? The moment that happens, that's the way that it's going to shift. Mm. And that's the point.
Okay.
That the band back in the day was politicized. Black Lives Matter has been politicized.
So
that's why they can't wear
clear.
it. But a Malcolm X movie come out.
That annoys you.
Well,
Yeah, it annoys me because it's like white people in the USA, they took away our history and they avoided theirs. They don't even know where they from. People in America, they'll say they're white, but they don't even know like their roots go back to Germany or the Balkans or wherever, the Netherlands or whatever. Like they don't know. They just consider themselves white. And the rest of the world looks at them like, what the hell? In the same way the rest of the world looks at us. When we say we're black, they're like, yeah, but you're not black. You're like a mocha frappa lappuccino or whatever color.
Heavy cream.
You know what I'm saying? But you get what I mean though, right? Like, but this is I've heard that living outside of the US for the majority of my adult life. And it's like people don't reference that because they've basically come in and they've whitewashed what it is. So for us, it's like that element is who we are. It's a part of the struggle, but it's us as human rights, not on the political side. It shouldn't be a political thing.
That's the thing that line is still blurred to them. That's why they don't know. Like that line.
That's what I'm saying. Like that.
Why? And now we go. Hang on. Now we go back to what I was saying in the beginning, because it annoys me because we have to explain it because they don't understand it, and when they don't understand it, they are the ones that are making decisions. And when they're the ones that are making decisions and rules and laws, because they understand it a certain way and not the way that we're trying to explain it to them, they make changes to it. Exactly what you're talking about. Do you see what I'm saying? And then boom, it becomes politicized because they understand it and they see it in a certain way, not the way that we're trying to explain it to them. But that also falls on us. That falls on us as a people. That falls on us as a movement. Because when you look at us and people say, defund the police, they took that and they ran with it and they misinterpreted what that meant, right? Defunding the police didn't mean take all their money away. That's not what the whole goal was. The goal was let's reallocate the funds.
But you're dealing with a bigger beast called the media. I think the media versus when they were wearing the X back then, the media wasn't so prevalent in those issues. Now you have the media, all their hand is all over it. So they can spin the narrative. Think about it. When they're showing protests, they're always showing people protesting, or they're showing violence, and they're always attaching Black Lives Matter protesters. Black Lives Matter protesters. There was a clash between Black Lives Matter protesters, and it's just like, Black Lives Matter, they're violent. Oh man, you wear that shirt, you anti-police, you violent, you this. And I think that's just the bigger beast that we're dealing with. You know, I mean, you talked about the NBA being able to put it on the courts. NBA is a private institution. They can do whatever the hell they want. Schools, like, man, we being funded by public dollars.
Guess what? Kingsley Laurent is a private institution. Naeem Howard is a private institution, but because of the government that I belong to, I'm not allowed to go out and practice in a private way in the public eye. But other private institutions are. Why? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what does that mean? So I could have my own LLC as a teenager. True, right? I can't rock what I want to for my own LLC when I go to a public school. No, because they've changed the way that the laws are, and it's only to benefit whatever the narrative is that they want to push.
I want to know how many people tried to take this to the Supreme Court. Because back to my example in the 70s, they took that all the way to the Supreme Court, and actually it was the Vietnam. They were protesting the Vietnam War, and they came with a black thing, and the schools were like, heck nah, and then they took it all the way to the Supreme Court. So I want to know how many people are like, I can't wear a Black Lives Matter shirt to school, taking it to Supreme Court. I don't know. I got to probably do my research
because I think the law has changed now, the way that things can be enforced, right? Maybe they can't. It's America. You can do whatever they want to do, I guess.
This is America.
And then get turned around. But I think what the argument was they're saying this could incite violence because of the way that this has been politicized and the way that people view it. And then if you come to school, this will be a disruption. It's going to affect education, et cetera, et cetera,
I can see their concern with that.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So like that, from my understanding, that was the reason why, or one of the big reasons why.
And that's actually one of the reasons, that's my bad. That's actually one of the things, off topic, but that's actually one of the things they quote in a referral, like,
it affects the disruption.
Yeah, disrupting the school environment, learning environment.
Right. That's anything going with that. Right. Anything that's going to disrupt. That's why they do hair color. Why you had uniforms for a little while, because you have people. But it's really it's
like they're punishing the wearer and not the person that's feeling offended.
We instead of sheltering, we need to actually teach tolerance, teach how to be in this world together. And so what we've learned, what we've been doing is taking things away because we don't want certain kids to be exposed or feel a certain type of way. So you don't send a kid to school. So we put in place uniforms because you don't want kids that are less fortunate to feel like they're less fortunate. You put, you know what I'm saying? And so instead of teaching tolerance, instead of teaching, acceptance of people, because even when you go into the real world, it's still going to be people that are, don't have, and then you have to have not, and we have to be in there together. Just because you have doesn't mean you can't be a friend to somebody that doesn't have, and y'all support each other. That's how you kind of come out. You know what I'm saying? You get the advice. You know what I'm saying? Like even before you go to the next level, there's somebody that's helping and pulling each other up. And I just think that's what we came out of.
I like
that annoys the shit out of me too.
Yeah, I like how you just said, in order to change it, just paraphrasing, correct me if I'm wrong. To change,
no, go ahead.
I will. To change it is to go out and teach and educate. Couldn't that be an annoyance? Like someone's like, no, it's annoying trying to keep repeating the same shit to the same people all the time. Fuck it, I ain't saying nothing. Can that be looked at?
I used to say that.
Yeah,
because you were annoyed, or because you just was tired of the bullshit. Like always,
both. It's a combination.
It depends. Like I don't mind.
So our annoyance can hinder the process, the moving forward in certain cases.
Yeah, I mean, I've been a victim of being annoyed. Mm-hmm. I think that's a nice way to say it. I've been a victim of being annoyed. I try to come out on the other side and overcome that.
But has it ever hindered you correcting, growing? Or correcting the annoying or whatever is causing you to be annoyed. Like what you were saying.
I'm not gonna say it hindered it, but it delayed it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It delayed it because if I'm not constantly growing, if I'm not constantly dealing with my internal conflicts, right, or whatever it is that I'm feeling for that situation, then I'm delaying. Happening. Yeah, I'm delaying the process. So I'm delayed. you know, where I didn't do that. Like, yeah, we even talked about this last season, I think. Like, I was saying, like, there are times where I feel like I don't even want to explain no more. I just be like, whatever, figure it out on your own. You know? Like, people ask the questions or whatever, and it's like, there's this, I don't want to say excitement. It's not this grandiose thing, but like, it's like this, oh, got a black guy, I can ask him because he'll know he's from America. And it's like, well,
you know what I mean? It depends on, for me, it depends on their approach. You know what I'm saying? So if they're in a approach or in a state of wanting to learn, open-minded, I don't mind.
No, it depends on my mood. Their approach is important, but like, I just might not be feeling it today.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, they could come in the nicest way. I'd be like, not today. Not today.
See, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I can feel you.
They'd be like, it'd be the nicest thing, but it's my mood too. Like, and y'all know I don't like to deal with people too much. I keep you on the
But I think, for me, it's just with the, like, it don't bother me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't mind. Like, if you in that state, but if you're in a state of being an asshole, I just ignore you.
Let me just clarify. I just heard what I just said, how it sounds. Like, I love people.
You did say I don't like people.
I love people, but I'm a true Virgo, and whatever my freaking ascending moon is, or whatever they call it,
introvert.
So, whatever. My brother, am an ambivert.
Ambivert.
I only want to be bothered when I want to be bothered.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry, but it is.
But I do just be a Gerald Levert.
Okay. All right, so listen, that's another episode. To my immediate left is my man Kingsley.
That we just gonna edit. No. We can't edit on this.
We definitely ended. Can I get this off, please? Can I get this off?
Yes, you can get it.
Can I get this off? All right, can I get this off? To my immediate left is my man Kingsley, and across the couch is Mel. I am Omega. This is Diverse Clarity. This is where we have those thought-provoking conversations about things that matter and some that don't. We'll catch you next episode.
Peace.